Every self-made millionaire you've ever studied breaks the same 7 rules that quietly ruin everyone else's finances. Not tax loopholes, not insider tips, not some secret app. The average lottery winner is broke within a few years. The average diligent saver almost never is. Long before personal finance was an industry, monks wrote down 7 virtues meant to keep people from ruining their own lives. Strip away the religious language, and those same 7 virtues turn out to be the actual blueprint for building wealth. No inheritance required, no lucky break required. Here's every heavenly virtue of the rich, explained in 7 minutes.
Virtue 1. Humility. People assume wealth starts with a big win. The right stock, the right timing. It actually starts with admitting you might be wrong. Humble investors assume any single bet could fail, so they spread their money across many instead of betting it all on one. Picture the investor who puts everything into one company they just know will win and loses it all in a single quarter. A concentrated bet can outperform for years, right up until the year it doesn't. Pride sounds like, I found the sure thing. Humility sounds like, what if I haven't? That single question is why diversified portfolios survive crashes that wipe out concentrated ones. Confidence builds wealth.
Virtue 2. Diligence. People picture diligence as hustle, late nights, side gigs, grinding harder than everyone else. Real diligence is quieter. It's repetition. In one major study of 10,000 millionaires, 8 out of 10 built their wealth through steady contributions to an ordinary retirement account. Not a single overnight win. The same small amount on the same day for decades. Someone investing a modest amount every month starting at 25 ends up with dramatically more than someone investing twice as much starting at 35. The extra 10 years of showing up mattered more than the extra money. Sloth waits for motivation before it acts. Diligence removes the need for motivation completely by making the good habit automatic.
Virtue 3. Temperance. This is the virtue almost everyone skips. People picture the rich living large, but most self-made millionaires drive a used car and live in a house well below what they can afford. Not because they can't spend more, because they've done the math on what spending more actually costs them. A raise doesn't have to mean a bigger apartment. It can just mean a bigger gap. That's not about deprivation. It's about the gap. Every dollar not spent today is a dollar that gets to work for them tomorrow. Gluttony spends the raise the moment it lands. Temperance banks the gap and lets that gap compound.
Virtue 4. Chastity. Financial fidelity. Forget romance. This is about loyalty to one plan. Most people assume the rich are constantly chasing the next hot stock or trending coin. The opposite is true. They pick one sound strategy and stay faithful to it year after year. Study after study shows the investors who trade the most tend to earn the least. Lust for the next big thing is how people gamble away decades of savings in a single bad year. Every new unmissable opportunity is a temptation to break the plan that was actually working. Chastity just means choosing a strategy and actually sticking with it.
Virtue 5. Patience. Compound interest is famously unimpressive at first. For roughly the first 10 years, it can look like almost nothing is happening. Then, quietly, the curve bends, and it becomes everything. One of the most famous investors alive built almost all of his fortune after his 65th birthday, not before it. That's the entire secret. There isn't a faster version hiding somewhere else. Wrath is the market dropping 10% and panic selling at the bottom. Patience is the far less exciting choice to simply stay invested. Unexciting and historically far more profitable. Virtue 6, kindness, which here really means gratitude. Envy is one of the most expensive habits there is. It's the neighbor's new car, the friend's vacation photos, a lifestyle built to be seen rather than lived. Social media turns comparison into a full-time job. Muting it is a legitimate financial strategy. Every dollar spent competing with someone else is a dollar that stops compounding for you. The wealthiest people you'll never hear about stopped keeping score against anyone but themselves. Kindness starts with being genuinely content with your own number. Comparison is the thief of compound growth.
Virtue 7, charity. The biggest misconception is that charity only happens after you've made it, a token donation at the very end. Real charity gives early and often, at every income level, not just the top one. The habit shows up at every income bracket, not only among billionaires. It also happens to build the exact habits that make you good with money in the first place. Discipline, intention, a plan for every dollar. Greed hoards money as if it were the actual goal. Charity remembers that money was always a tool for something bigger, never the finish line itself.
7 virtues, 7 ordinary habits, wrapped in old language. Stay humble. Keep showing up. Spend less than you make. Pick one plan and hold it. Wait it out. Stop comparing. Give some of it away. None of it is secret, and none of it is fast, which is exactly why so few people actually follow all 7. The rich didn't invent these virtues. They just never stopped practicing them. So, out of all 7, which one would move the needle for you first?